Oh, here we are. It's Bring Your Tactics, a chance for you guys to bring in your tactics. Yes, we will be playing with your tactics a bit. It's a show I do every Wednesday. Sometimes we create, last Wednesday we created a tactic. Back 5, I think. Yeah, can't remember now. Yeah, we alternate between the two. So it's your chance to bring your tactics. Now I've got some tactics already. So we're gonna test this now with this team called Atletico Madrid. Made some World Cup tactics when the World Cup was going on. Quite a lot actually. I done a lot. Then I realized, some people were getting sensitive. So I just stopped and I just did it on a Discord channel alone. Yeah. I'm not here to critique your tactics like, oh, this is a good tactic, this is a bad tactic, that kind of thing. I don't do that. I just look at your tactics and go like, okay, this could happen with this tactic, that could happen with the tactic. I mean, ultimately, if you are struggling with tactics, I'm always going to say the same thing. Go with a preset first. Use the right roles and go from there. Learn how to do that first, right? That's what I'm always going to recommend. But if you want to make your own tactics, then you need to understand how these roles and duties, they move around the pitch. Their movement is really important to understand. And if once you understand how they move, then you can actually plan, right, your tactics accordingly. So here we arrange our Simji's PvP draft 2 halfback. Oh, this is interesting. This is a PvP tactic. Halfback, they're going to be very defensive, right? So he's got a halfback and a halfback, but he's launched the 2 wingbacks forward. Now the only thing is, okay, he's gone with central defenders as opposed to wide centre backs. Wide centre backs, sometimes they might go up the pitch, but here he just wants them to be basic defenders. Wingbacks bombing down the pitch. When they're on attack duty, they will run wide into these spaces. It doesn't mean that they will do this when they don't have the ball, no? So they just go to the wider areas, right? Okay, they don't dribble more. So there's a difference between run wide with ball. So they will go wide with the ball, run wide with the ball, and they can dribble more. Now the choice is yours. Most of the time, I know that now, as of FM23, it used to be hard-coded, right, before. What this meant was they will always dribble. Now it's unchecked because not everybody wants them to dribble all the time. So here, this means that as he goes down the pitch, there's no dribble more here. So what it means is he is going to pass the ball if he meets traffic. Okay. All right. Slip key. 17 a tactic I built with a friend. Okay, cool. That'll be interesting. I'll have a look at that. Let's do same here. So traffic, they'll come out. Roll it out again. 2 central defenders, 1 libero. So this libero is damn important. He played the libero as an attack. So he pushes up. You get like a wedge shape, right? So this is interesting. It's like, this will be very interesting, the shape. Shadow Striker, DLF, yeah, these are fine roles. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this choice with these 3 roles. These are very simple roles. You get the width from the wing backs. But whenever you play this kind of a tactic, it's great. This is a good tactic. Right? It's very solid, very hard to break down because you got these 2 monsters here in the middle. So when you play with those 2 monsters in the middle, it becomes very tough to break it down. It's very solid defensively and it's got the width. And I wouldn't change it very much. I mean, like, okay, I know some people are probably going to go, hey, you know what? I don't like the idea of 2 halfbacks. But hey, man, 2 halfbacks are still decent because they're defensively solid. You see, if your wingbacks can do the job, your halfbacks are protecting the center like this. And then you put the, look at this, right? The halfback is actually going back now, right? This is not the halfback. One of the halfbacks is further forward. Yeah, this is the fullback. So there the halfback is coming back. The other halfback stays, wins the ball high up the pitch. Notice where he's winning the ball. Right. This is a change from FM22. Right. In FM22, you probably wouldn't see this, but in FM23, it's happening a lot more because those guys in the DM positions, they tend to move up a lot more to engage. So your choice. If you're struggling with tactics, at the end of the day, it's the player that you picked, right? So pay attention to the rules and pay attention to whether he can play that role. So this guy is a DLF on support. He goes wide. This is simplicity. So when you have this kind of a tactic, all you really want is this guy not to be short. Okay. If he's short like this, then you only have one out, one. I mean, you're only going to score goals if they break, right? So, but now what I can do is, he's got hit early cross and bust into space, which means that before the defense even settles, if I have a short ass, he will try and, try and break with the hit early cross. And balance is a good mentality to start on, because every time you shift these mentalities, right? Like I did this, I think I explained this to you guys in FM 19, I think, when I was playing very attacking mentalities. Everybody was going, it cannot be done. I said, no, you have to understand how mentality works. It doesn't really change that much. Okay, the logic is still the same. Okay, basically, whenever you play any of these shifts of mentality affects 1, 2, 3, okay, 4, 5, 6. These are the 6 things mentality affects. So the moment you play on balance, you're playing neutral, right? Standard, higher tempo. You're not taking, you're just shifting the tempo slightly higher. This is your risk, right? So 50-50 risk. But if I were to shift my mentality even higher and I wanted to keep the ball, I would drop my directness, because as you increase mentality, even this shifts in the under the hood, right? Slightly. So what I used to do, especially on very high mentalities, was I'll drop my passing directness and I'll drop my tempo. Then I'll reduce my width. Then I'll come in here, I'll reduce my defensive line, I'll reduce my line of engagement slightly. And then I would reduce my pressing. That's what I would do all the time. Right? So does this mean on lower mentalities? Depends on what you want to do, right? Lower mental, do you shift everything up? It depends on what you want to do. Because if you want to keep the ball safe and you don't want to be too, you don't want to take too many chances, you don't want them to kick the ball long, then do that with the passing. Right? But you adjust it. So this is not bad. This is quite a good tactic because it's very hard to break down. Yeah, you can try this at all levels. Any level of play. Okay. Yeah, you can try it. I wouldn't change this tactic at all. It's a good tactic. I will not change this tactic, not in 100 years. Because the DLF is a good role. Why is the DLF a good role? Because he plays through passes to the advance forward. He's the focal point of attacks. Right? So as you lose the ball, there we go. Back in again. He's used central defenders. Why not wide centre backs? Because wide centre backs, sometimes they come in here and they play one. You don't want that. You want to keep things safe. You're going to go to your wing backs and play the ball out. The problem is when you play against a 4-4-2, right? But you can see even against a 4-4-2, the two halfbacks are making it hard for them to get into the area to try and score goals. And we score on the break. So this is where that short advance forward does well. Right? But if it's a tall advance forward, got jumping reach, oh man, you're golden, man. Because there are going to be times when teams are sitting back, so you want that poach. You can play a poacher. You can play multiple roles here, but I would probably go for if I'm playing against if I've got a tall player, I probably wouldn't use a half advance forward. I'll probably use a poacher. Why? Because then I can deliver crosses to him as well, because he's not going to be far from the box. Those defenders are always going to be bothered, right? So they're always going to have somebody to take care of. So it's not a bad tactic. It's nice. It's good. I like this. Keep it simple. I wouldn't want to change it because I get the logic in the tactic, right? So watch out for this libero. The libero can be quite a trigger, no? Especially against teams that are sitting back a lot, because the libero will be switching play. So you go and get, the libero won't be switching play. The libero will make long passes, but you want a libero who can switch ball to other flanks. You remember what Tobias Augustine Anderson does for me at Birmingham? He switches play, right? Left, right. He suddenly, all of a sudden, he plays one ball from a defender straight to a wing back, and the wing back is hurtling down the flanks. No one is marking him. That's what you want. Does this mean you go and give it to everybody? Of course not. Give it to one player. Don't want everybody trying those kind of glory passes, okay? In fact, you don't have to go out of your way to go and get it done. Just when you get a player like that, just think about that for a sec. Okay, so Lema, this I mean, we're gonna go on key highlights because there's nothing else to say about this. I'm not gonna change it 100%. Look, I'm never gonna change this tactic. I mean, pass into space, hit early cross, slightly higher tempo. All works because when you do slightly higher tempo, this guy's going to bomb forward, right? So you're asking players to release the ball. This is where players like him, dictates tempo is good. Now, okay, that's a very good. Another dictates tempo, tries long range. I like Susush. Yeah, we've got two good roles here in the center. It's a pretty safe, lovely. I don't know who I just brought on, and I have no clue who I just brought on. I'm just bringing out two random players. All you got to do, this kind of tactics, right? Make sure that you have the right players, because your wingbacks are the key here. Your halfbacks are important. Your wingbacks are important. Those are the four most important players in your team. And then if you are struggling to score, your poacher is important, or your advanced forward. The downside of these kind of systems is against a 4-4-2, right? You're gonna have to be a bit more aggressive. So here, these halfbacks are very deep. We're giving the ball away right now, right? So I'm just gonna remove pass into space. Instead, I'm gonna give it to these guys. And that's one. Okay, so we got Jimenez bringing the ball forward. He finds Molina. This guy didn't get through. Okay, and then I'm gonna change this role because I want to get a goal. I don't know who this guy is. Okay, seriously, I have no clue what his attributes are like. So I'm just gonna choose poacher. I want him in the area. Okay. So shadow, because you got a shadow striker behind them. That's why I'm turning him into a poacher. Because now the poacher is gonna be on the defender, right? Okay. Imagine this, right? The defender is already occupied. Guess who's coming from behind him? That guy. So either this poacher is going to get to the ball, or the shadow striker is going to latch onto the ball. That is why I changed him to a poacher. Very underrated role. Poacher is I like poachers in Football Manager 23. Always have. I mean, not everybody's going to like a poacher, but I'm like poacher lover. Yeah, we're going to lose players, man. The rate I'm going. Our team is exhausted. Hey, Simji, this is a good tactic, man. I like this. I'm just changing it to a poacher because I don't... Okay, let's just find out whether he can be a poacher before we go and make changes. Okay, jumping reach. His composure is not that good. I mean, at least he can jump in the air. Oh, God. Our standards are very low right now. Okay. Felix is good at finding the pass. Cunha is going to come through the middle. That's nice. Okay, we got halfback. And we just changed it to a bit more direct. We left the pass into space. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go from balance to attacking. Attacking is going to be a lot more direct, right? We're going to drop the tempo slightly. Okay. I'm going to just reduce the width slightly. I want them to, because the white, oh my goodness, Loriente is crying already. He says, take me off. Okay, we'll take him off. We bring Carrasco on for Lema. Rodrigo the ball for Cunha. Okay, let's try and see what happens next. I mean, overall good. We were unlucky to concede a goal. I think here our choice of the kind of player that we need here is important. Carrasco, no, is over the top. The Serbi, basically you're looking at we've been doing that on the streams. Easier to do on the streams. I've done like a De Serbi kind of setup for my tactics. There we go. Not see poacher, right? Because we don't want him advanced forward running off, but a poacher is not a bad rule. I would use a poacher because he'll be central. But you need these kind of players, they can actually benefit from crosses into the area because you got wing backs as well. Whereas if you have an advanced one over the top, he goes running. Poacher is okay, shadow striker. This combination is fine. I'm unlucky, we should have won by a bigger margin. A lot of it is down to our striker. Our striker is too short. He's way too short. I'd rather have Patrick Schick, Dennis Shabani, those kind of strikers. Players that are tall, strong, right, and are able and reasonably okay. See, the poacher will come back, link up play. Right, and we got the wing back coming up the pitch. See this part here? That's why I would like having poachers into the area because they can deliver crosses. There we go, bang. It's offside, I think. It should be, but that's a good goal. Yeah. Oh no, it's not. Yeah, it's not. Wow, that was the first, man. There's no VAR, man. What is SI done? Show opposition goals is a lot. Yeah. What is VAR done? That's disallowed, man. Wow. That's a first, right? I've never seen that happen, no? It didn't even go to VAR. Wow. So you could do something like this, like what we did earlier. Because if you change from a low mentality to a higher mentality, taking more risks, right? All those 6 things I spoke about earlier, they will shift, right? So you can still maintain that kind of control you have in the game without taking, I mean, like in terms of passing, you see how we're doing our passing? Wow, this is after the fact, man. The replay took a long time to come out. Must be unique to Hispania, right? So it's not a bad tactic. I like your tactic. You shouldn't change it, man. You should not change it. You should not change it. We lost, unfortunate. I mean, it's just unfortunate. Right? I mean, we didn't lose. It's just unfortunate. 0.47. We did better. Problem was, we had a short striker. This tactic is going to struggle if you advance forward short. Yeah, you're going to remove a lot of options. So you want somebody who is actually tall and strong. We've got, this is a 4-2-3-1. Nice. I love a good old-fashioned. Okay, guys, honestly, right, one of the best tactics you can play with is a 4-2-3-1, not a 4-3-3-DM. All right. But in a 4-2-3-1, there's a double pivot. There are 2 of them. So what do you think is going to happen? The center is actually quite well protected with these 2 players, right? This role becomes your wild card. It can become a support duty, it can be an attack duty. It all depends on what the kind of players you have. So he's done this as well. He's done, okay, DLP defend, 1 cover here, 1 roaming role here. So he's, yeah, I mean, okay. I mean, I'm not a fan of this, but I can understand why a lot of people are doing it. Okay, don't get me wrong. I think it can work, just not my thing. Yeah, stay wider, nice. I like stay wider. Pressing forward is fine, pass it shorter. Get forward, roam, move in. Okay, I like this. I normally like to put roam from position and move into channels for this position, because then he'll drift. Okay, roaming playmaker, dribble more. Okay, nice. This is a very Arsenal thing also, because you're going to get this guy moving about, and then he's going to go into the spaces. Yeah. Between players. This is very safe. Take more risks. Okay, sit narrow, so he's going to tuck inside. That's a priority. Then take the ball up and then ping all day long. So he's going to try and ping from the back. Okay. Here, take more risks, cross more often, cross on byline, cross it from post cross. Okay. Taking more risks just means that he's going to try a lot of risky passes. So he's got risky passes coming from these 2. So they're going to do ICBM passes right from the back. Except this guy occasionally will end up here on the byline. So underlap. Yeah, okay. These guys hold up the ball, getting these guys up the pitch. Okay, that's nice. Stay slow pace down. This is a very okay. All right, goalkeeper just slows the pace down to allow his players to get into position. Okay, fair enough. I can see where that is going to come from. Okay, let's see how he does against Real Madrid. Once again, okay, with every tactic, it's very important that we choose the right players for the right roles. João Felix, I think, can play an APA. I think Griezmann is okay, Correa is okay, Regulion, Molina, Koke, De Paul, I think this should be fine, except De Paul maybe, I don't know, does he tackle a fair bit? 12, anticipation 15, so he reads the game pretty well, so it's not too bad. His positioning is a bit suspect, 6 is damn low, okay, so defensively there might be issues, but this shape, right, is actually a very strong shape. Just that you're forcing the opposition to go down the flanks, and he's kept his 1 fullback narrow, right? By keeping him narrow, you don't overcommit, so it's a good idea. Yeah, it's a very good idea. Let's see his, I don't know if he's got set pieces or not. Okay, he's another one. I think these are all default, right? Must be, man. This is a default set pieces. They're terrible. Look at this. I never play with this. Right, this is like the one of the, it's very annoying. I hate the default set pieces. So you want to change just a few of the default set pieces. Okay, so look at the press. Okay, there we go. Nice. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, that's what I wanted to see. Now that's a very good press. Look at that, right? Prevent shot goalkeeper is, this is what I meant earlier. Remember I said, you play like this, go max. Okay. Now opposition instructions right now. Okay. To trigger the press in midfield. We're not going to trigger the press in midfield. Okay, we got hard tackling here. This guy is left, this guy is right. Okay, we're gonna put it on the goalkeeper, the two fullback, and we're gonna see what happens. We just want to see, okay, whether they screw up. We are sending the boys inside. This left means we are telling the fullback when he brings the ball up, you can't pass to these. You can only pass to these guys. Okay? I don't need to go down the flanks to give it to Asensio or Vinicius. This is what this left does to the right fullback, right? So if he's going down, you stay on the flanks, right? If he's on the left, we show him right. So as he goes down the flanks, we're telling him you can't go touch the touch line, right? So you're forced to use your right foot. When you're forced to use your right foot, you come here. It's, it doesn't always work because some players are very good with both feet. So, at least you're just trying to show him the angle, make it a bit harder for him. Now we just, now they came too close to the trigger. But okay, we got the second ball. 2, 3. Good. I like this, man. Oh. There we go. Nice. Prevent short goalkeeper distribution. And maximum pressing intensity. 4 heavy. One of the reasons I do like the 4-2-3-1. My 4-2-3-1 also has these two. My 4-2-3 is slightly different. I use he does a triple playmaker, right? So it's not bad. Mine has got a ball winning midfielder, APA, and I think it was ball winning midfielder, APA, and DLP on support. Yeah. So I have one player anchoring. You pay attention to his two roles in the middle. They don't go too far away, and because he's not playing with a DM pivot, right, those guys will come deeper. See that? See the position they take up. This is Football Manager 23. It didn't happen in Football Manager 22. These two are coming down because they come down slightly because there's no DM, right? So it really helps. Now otherwise we have to go and look for a player who comes deep to get the ball. Nice pressing. This is very, very good. I'm not making any changes because I like this tactic a lot. It's very, very nice. I mean, maybe the cover is something I'll change, but that's about it. Now you see the interceptions. I only added the OIs, right? That's it. Because I want those defenders to always have a problem. Right? They make a mistake, we bounce. Now we'll see whether you can escape a press. Right? This is your De Sherby, okay? You wanted to talk about De Sherby, but this one he plays on quite a high tempo. That's good one, right? So we got FB, keeping it simple, still goes down the flanks, got a roaming playmaker. Who says these tactics don't work? My favorite right now, 4-4-2 and 4-2-3-1. I really, really dislike the 4-3-3 DM. I do. Okay, only downside of this tactic right now is the low XG. A lot of times you're going to see like this kind of numbers. No? Man, why can't I get great XG? Dalji gets great XG with Galileo. The problem is this 4-2-3 was solid defensively. Therein lies the problem. You see these two guys here? They're very good defensively. So I just want to get a goal, okay? So changing this right now. I'm going to do something different. I want to make life a bit irritating. I don't know where it's going to work. I wouldn't change his original tactic. I just want to score a goal. I want to see what happens. Okay, will they still press? I'm still in the opposition third. Now I'm taking my AP away, Right. So I'm moving my AP away from the zone because they have what's their formation? We don't know what their formation is. We've been playing all this time. No idea what Real Madrid. Yeah, they got DM. That's why it's suspected. So we want him to drift. Okay, so make support. Take you off. Koke is still okay. Rodrigo de Paul. Rodrigo Paul is fine. Let me see what I can do. Thomas Lema for João Felix. How's that? Yeah, that's a bit scary. Okay. Saul for Rodrigo de Paul. We make one change there. Antonio Griezmann for Mateus Cunha. Okay, he's got inside forward, right? Mateus Cunha is right foot very strong. Okay, good. So we want that. Korea is left foot fairly strong. Do we have a guy who's got a really strong left foot? Who the hell is this guy? Oh, sorry, we just took him off. Okay, alright, never mind. We'll just go with what we have. Okay. So again, like defensively, lo and behold. Oh man, acrobatic, man. Positive, Okay, would I change his mentality? Probably not, because positive is very short passing, right? I'm not going to change it. So if I go to attacking, we'll have a lot more aggressive passing. Uh-oh. Benzema, nice defending. APA is not really putting a lot of pressure. Okay, let's go. So I think this tactic is good. I like your tactic, man. It's very nice. I'm just making small changes because that's being me. I'm just being me. Okay, Korea gets the ball. Nice. Into boom. How was that for a goal, man? What a counter. Look at this. 1, 2. Lema with a phenomenal pass to Morata. And he squares it to all our substitutions played a part. Our substitutions all play part. You see, at the 70th minute mark, 60th minute mark, the first thing you want to think about is substitution. Hey, so now we've taken 1, 2, 3. We just want to anchor this guy now to play Hamoso here. Okay, we just need, since he doesn't really run that far up the pitch, right? We just want to get fresh legs here. Molina is on a yellow card though. That's my worry. Benzema, what a challenge. What a challenge. Okay. Yeah, free kick from Lema. Oh, that's a terrible free kick. Wins the ball back because his legs are fresh. Very important, no, having the right kind of substitution strategy. We just winged our substitution strategy. Look, not bad. Okay, why did I have the AP? Why did I drop my AP just now? See this? Just now, the goal we created was because Lema is no longer on attack duty. Because now he's escaped the DM. Right, he's in a deeper position, so he can release those kind of passes. Right, look at where he is right now. Right. So just now on the counter, it was brilliant because the Neymar was in a perfect position. And we got Molina coming back to help us defend. That's it. So these are some things that you can do, right? Why would I do the AP change? When would I do the AP change? Because if I think it's a tough match, right, you can always do this. No change to your tactic, no love loss. AP, bang, bang, bang. Still good enough. But now what I'll do is I'll push high up the pitch, right? Because when I play this guy as a support duty, remember he still has hold position. So I get this triple anchor here. Because it's like, you gotta get past 3 support duties now. No? These guys are not going to be very far away, right? Okay. So now I got 3 players who can play the ball, and I've got this guy attacking left and right. I've got this guy attacking the space, and I got this guy holding up. So if I can't, I'll release it to him. He can do it. Otherwise, yeah, I like this tactic. It's very nice. I mean, I guess it's a very sweet tactic. Just things you can do with that tactic, right? Okay. But it's a good tactic, man. Okay. All right. So now we got 3-4-2-1 possession. Yay. Let's see what happens. I don't even check to see whether the players are good enough for the system. Really, we just go in there and we try and figure things out as we go. I like a 3-4-2-1. I think 3-4-2-1s can be quite good. Okay. So, okay, only thing about 3-4-2-1s, you always make sure this guy's got the best anticipation jumping. He's only got 13. Okay, this guy should come into the center. Philip will go into the center. Jimenez can go to the left. Okay, and Savic doesn't have very good jumping, but anticipation is okay. Okay, I like this. One wide center back. Keeps things simple. One ball playing defender might play a through ball over the top. Roaming playmaker here. AM on attack. AP. Yeah, nice. Man, can I show you a tactic? Man, it looks exactly like mine, no? Okay, look at your tactic and look at my tactic. Your 3-4-2-1%. Look at it, right? Your tactic and my tactic. Poacher, shadow striker, AP. Wing back attack, ball winning midfielder, register, where center back, ball playing defender, ball playing defender. Yours and mine, not a lot of difference between those two tactics. So I was like looking at your tactic going, oh my god, it's almost the same. We could be brothers in arms. Except I launched my wing backs, you don't. Let's see how your tactic does, okay? You don't launch your wing backs. Possession. Yeah, but you're possession based. Mine isn't possession based. Mine is hard attack. I don't do possession football, man. Shit. I am like, you want possession football? Go and watch somebody else play. Don't watch me. I'm charge into the breach, my friends. Okay, that's me. Okay, okay, Witzel. Okay, let's go. All right, okay, let's go. Yeah, yeah, because the AF is always trying to break the lines offside trap, right? The problem with the advanced forward Shadow Striker is this: when the advanced forward doesn't look back, no, to pass the ball, he just goes pew, or he goes to the edges, right? So that's the thing which could work for the Shadow Striker, because the advanced forward goes into the channels, right? So that is the reason why it can work with a Shadow Striker, because whenever the advanced forward vacates the central area, that's when the Shadow Striker can take over the space. That's the reason why it can work. I, on the other hand, play a poacher Shadow Striker because I want my poacher to be sit on the two defenders as my Shadow Striker comes in a mark. This is nice. I like your tactic, man. Not bad. This is a possession-based tactic. It's very good. I won't change because this is support. The only thing you will do in this tactic, right, to get score, like, you know, let's push the ante. That's it, right? It's your two wingbacks go on attack. That's it. And the other final thing is this: when you're playing against a 4-4-2 with this tactic, you know what you do? Okay, because I'm doing the guide for you guys. You change this role to a support. That's all. Change it to a support duty, because the support duty is going to try and put more pressure on their 4-4-2. That's it. That's the only change you make. And right now, if you change this into a DM support, right, no difference. The tactic, especially against a 4-4-2 flat. Like if you're playing against a 4-4-2 flat, no difference. Now you're playing as a even if you're playing against a 4-3-3, I don't think there's going to be much of a difference. You can play that. I'm using a ball winning midfielder with a regista. You're using a DM with a roaming playmaker. Wow, that's nice, man. I like that. I like this tactic, because this tactic is not dissimilar to mine, right? This is for a new series I'm doing. A new tactical series. I got it for you. I'm doing it because I'm managing a different club. Every season, one new club. I have to go with one tactic for an entire season, right? And show you how we play, right? But it's a series. 10 episodes. We'll cover one club, and then we'll switch to another club after that. It's nice, man. I know we switch. Okay, let's not look at my tactic. Let's look at your tactic. Okay, let's switch back to your tactic. There's no point looking at my tactic. Hey, you are playing well. Your tactic is more possession based. With the run we're having today, I think it's better we keep to your tactic. Okay? No change. This is a good tactic. Okay? Because you know why mine is similar. Oh, man, I sound like a bloody idiot. Okay, except you got ball playing defender, one white centre back, right? I got two white centre backs. The reason why I play white centre backs is I don't want the white centre backs to push up too high, because I'm using wing backs on attack, right? So I have like a white centre back on defense, right? So mine is a white centre back on defense. You, on the other hand, you got a ball playing defender and a white centre back. So I play two white centre backs because I want to launch these two guys like a ballistic missile. So I played white centre backs on defense, so they stay anchored. The only time they really move up is when I'm playing underlaps. So this is exactly the same kind of attacking patterns I get, except my wing backs are even higher than yours. Yeah. You don't lose anything by doing as a DMD, you know, against a very, very you're playing a 4-4-2, especially a 4-4-2 with a ball winning midfielder on support. Yeah. If you have faced that, please turn this guy into a DM on support. You'll need to do that. Yeah. I mean, that was unfortunate. Okay, we got Koke turning blue. So we'll put Saul there. Then we'll take Axel Witzel, put Kondong Beer there. So like this kind of tactics, right? The change you make is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1 foot wing back, or sometimes you keep one and then change the both the wing backs. Your wing backs are the most important outs in your tactic. You need the wing backs to always be almost ready to go, right? The moment the wingbacks become tired, then your tactic starts to have a few issues. But I would just leave it like this. And the opposition are playing into our hands. They're playing with inverted wingbacks. So we just sit down, smile, and make coffee and come back and collect the win. If we lose this game, really, it's because our players became muppets on the pitch. Yeah. Okay, here, this is one time where I don't want to play pressing forward. I want to play poacher and shadow striker. So the thing is, I'll pin them back, but you still scored a goal, right? This is your pressing forward scoring. Fine. I mean, like, this is very semantic, right? Two different styles of play. So I am poacher, shadow striker. You are pressing forward, attacking midfield on attack. Both can work, right? So let's see whether you got any funky PIs. No. See, simple. Simplicity is the name of the game. Yeah, it's a good tactic. I mean, I'll just do this with him, Of course, right? Because you brought the tactic, I have to make some, I have to make some changes. Otherwise, I don't feel so important. Okay, then bang. This guy was too not ready to intercept. So, okay, let it go. Yeah, there's no need to chase them. Let's go. Come hither into our block. Yeah, come. They're actually playing damn well, man. Oh, he's the post. That last bit. Yeah. Center is getting tired, I think. Yeah, whenever you find your center getting tired, or your wingback getting tired, you'll notice more attacks coming on that flank. So we didn't change the right flank, right? So attack coming on this way. Ball goes long. Hit a one. That's the one. Simple. Don't change this tactic, man. It's a good tactic, man. Calamity. Yeah, in the football manager, right? Avoid. I wouldn't recommend complete wingbacks. I mean, be careful of complete wingbacks. Halfback, volante, inverted winger. This is a dangerous tactic. Here, okay, I'll tell you what. You don't need support. Play him on defense. This guy's attacking. This guy's going up. You don't want him roaming all over the place. That's the only thing I'll change. Pressing forward and support will drop deep. Okay, fine. I can see the pressing forward doing work. But other than that, yeah. Like that left flank is the only flank I changed. I don't think I need to change anything else. Inverted winger is a bit gutsy, He's gonna attack. So the volante is gonna try and defend the area. You might end up seeing the white centre back, right, prematurely coming up to handle a threat. That's a problem because there's nobody else defending the area except for a volante. Like the volante, what we want to do is we want to protect this area. So we tell the volante while we're trying to do things. Okay. We want that volante to do stuff for us, right? So we want him to be a bit more aggressive. Yeah. Okay, AP, shadow striker, pressing forward. Okay, pressing forward and support for shadow striker. Just one shadow striker. Okay, dude, just take this, turn him into a poacher, man. You thank me for it. Because now you've got this guy pinning back defenders. Attacking playmaker can threaten their pass, or you can give it to a shadow striker. Okay. So you get those options in the final third, and that's a lot of players in the box. Okay, and he's gonna get a lot of goals. So pressing forward, you can use it, but I'm more inclined to use a poacher that position. Okay, so let's speed it up a bit. Okay, so we got the wingback going, or the inverted winger, and then crossing the ball here. See, this is the reason why centre back is on defense. That is the reason why. Okay, because this flank is a very attacking flank. You don't want to lose the ball and then have him out of position. See that? See, this position is very dangerous. No? So I'm trying my best to make sure that position, right, we don't lose the player in transit. See, this 1, 2, 3 have gone here already. This is the only downside with this system. Sorry, man. You also white centre back on defense. You don't go forward. Okay, you just stay there. You don't want them, because these three defenders, they cannot move too far, right? You got to keep them tucked in. If you don't give them tucked in, you're going to have issues. If anything else, this guy is actually a ball playing defender. And you always want to check that this guy is one of the best that you've got. Yeah, you can play a ball playing defender on cover. Yeah, it goes back to this guy. This guy brings the ball forward. Yeah, where they don't have passing options, that's exactly what they will do because the players are too far forward. That was not bad. Poacher, right? I changed into a poacher, so Antoine Griezmann for Joao Felix. Okay, let's go. And then this tactic, slightly higher tempo, drop. Okay, all right, counter. Okay, fine. Mid block, much more often. Drop this again. Yeah, you don't need to do what you just did because remember earlier when we saw those three players running together like it was a party together because the space is so big, right, for you to close down. When you have such a big gap between your line of engagement and defensive line, reduce your pressing intensity. You don't need everybody to be going into that looking. You don't have multiple players crossing. See what has happened? It's much more better now. Because we don't have three players going for one ball. We just need two. Okay, three is just going to make space open up everywhere else. Like it happened earlier because we had nobody defending the far post, right? Well, three jokers going in one direction. What will happen? And especially if your tactic, right? It's got high level. This is structured. You know, halfback comes here, white centre back defend. Yeah, keep it like that. This is very, very simple, very, very effective. You don't need low crosses. Oh my goodness. Don't. This tactic will die by low crosses because low crosses means that you're going to the byline, always looking for a cutback. Please play mix because this tactic does really well. These kind of formations do very well on mixed crossing because you want to be able to cross early. You want to have float the cross. You want your players to have multiple options, right? I mean, if you played on low crosses, yeah, you know, you're just limiting yourself to go down the bylines. I know it reduces the chance for a screw up. It does because you're minimizing what you're going all the way to the byline to cross the ball, right? So if he screws up, you're here, right? Go kick. What's the worst that can happen? But if you try from middle of the park, maybe it might be a goal. But then you're also taking a risk. If it doesn't happen, there could be a counter. So pay attention to the situation. I basically will always go for mixed. Yeah, but I think you're going to be much better off doing the changes as suggested. Yeah. And then, of course, your substitution strategy is going to be your wingers. And these two. Your four are always going to be these four. You're substituting these four all the time. You got to have four of the best here, four of the best on the bench as well. You got no choice. You can't substitute strikers. If a striker is a bad game, so be it. Yeah, c'est la vie. Such is life. Okay. But if your center gets tired, your game is over. Yeah, you usually have to sub the wingers. In your tactic, you probably end up subbing the wingers all the time, man. Yeah, it's like they get tired, right? The more they get tired, you got no more juice in your system. And then you got to go bring the wingers on. But don't forget, right? You know all these tactics, right? The center is also just as important. So if you're midfielders like me, can you imagine this? You have a ball-winning midfielder that gets tired. Oh my God, that's the end of the world, man. The center suddenly becomes porous. And then you got to, oh no, what am I going to do? I can't defend the center anymore. Then you got to make changes, right? So some things, some things to remember. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's tactics into the folder. I can't do anymore because I know I got 1, 2, 3 tactics. I can't get to those 3 tactics, right? Yeah, it's just quite late. I normally won't take tactics after this time. Like if it's close to it, I'm not taking any more tactics. I always stop taking tactics at about 1.5 hours after the show starts. Yeah. So because I gotta go in. Sometimes I'm lucky. My wife is picking up the kids. Other times I'm not so lucky. Like today. Today I'm not so lucky. Wife said, can't believe it. And some of my son is having exams. Right? So I have to make sure that I pick him up. He comes home. You know, it's plenty of time to rest and chill. So thank you, everyone. Hope this helped. If you have more questions, you guys know where to find me. Of course, you can always pop in on the live stream and ask away. If you need help with the tactic, you never know. I might stop the show just for you. So you guys stay safe. Take care of each other. Bye.